My name is Shaili Sharma, and I'm a customer success manager at SP Tech. Can you give a brief intro about yourself and your company does in oil and gas industry?
Valor is a mineral management outsourcing firm. So we have a back office that provides accounting services and land management services for clients who own minerals. Owning minerals is a unique opportunity in the United States where any person in the United States can actually own minerals. In the rest of the world, they're typically owned by government entities or large corporations. So we work with those clients who need help understanding the complexities of the oil and gas industry, and also those who just need somebody who has the accounting experience and certifications or licenses, similar on the land side, just somebody who understands the uniqueness of this industry. So I came to Valor in June of 2023, and I have some family knowledge of this industry in that my family owns the minerals, but I really didn't have the oil and gas background when I started. So I came on to Valor. I had been director of marketing and operations in my last company, so I was really hired with the idea that we could put some efficiencies in place through technology improvements. We could look at the growing need to adopt AI and some of those things that just really would help with internal operations, but also help with client communications and managing our back office solutions.
And what's the specific challenge Valor was facing before implementing Salesforce? And can you share some tangible results or improvements since using Salesforce?
So prior to my coming on at Valor, the CRM was HubSpot. It was difficult to sift through the data in HubSpot. There was not a lot of strategy behind how the data had been put in. So when Valor decided to make the switch to Salesforce, that was an opportunity to rebuild with intention. So when I joined Valor, it wasn't the intention for me to be in charge of that, but about 4 months after I started here, I just felt strongly that the foundation and the infrastructure and what Salesforce could do for Valor needed to have intentionality behind it. So the endeavor began with simply improving our CRM data strategy. What it turned into was Salesforce became the platform through which we could centralize other platforms. So we did a lot of custom development to create processes, or I should say to kind of duplicate processes that we were doing in a number of third-party platforms and bringing those into Salesforce. So we built a process for tracking all of the statements that come through our accounting side of the business. We built out a Jira-like project management tool. We built out a ClickUp-like process management tool, and we built a time tracking for our billable employees to use. So we have done a significant amount of custom development really in the last 6 months.
And how is your experience being working with SP Tech team during the implementation process?
I love SP Tech. I feel like I was lucky. I got to meet Neeraj really early on because we were all at Dreamforce, right as I was taking over the Salesforce initiative. But it has been wonderful to work with Banu and Tushar and Anant and everyone else that has been a part of our partnership. I really do feel like Banu connected me. I worked with several different people, and Banu really, I think, realized that Tushar and I worked well together. And so I feel like I've really had Tushar as, he feels like a colleague. It doesn't feel like, I know he works on other projects, but he is really, really dedicated to and very responsive to our needs at Valor. So he has been invaluable as far as custom development of some of the duplicated platforms. But Anant was also great to work with as a project manager, and the ideas that he provided as we were building out our statement processing platform, they've just been wonderful to work with. Tushar also works with our international team in the Philippines, who are closer to his time zone. So it's I get access to Tushar when I'm working in the mornings, and the rest of my team can talk with him in hours where I'm asleep. So it's really been wonderful to feel like we have that support and just the really subject matter expertise that SP Tech brought to Valor with all of the Salesforce, coding, workflows, custom development, Experience Cloud, all of those things have been a big part of our partnership and have been very successful.
And would you recommend SP Tech Salesforce implementation service to other clients? If so, why?
Yes, I would. I think, we had a slow start mostly because we were starting from scratch. And I think that was a time when I was working closely with Banu, and he was very helpful in directing and kind of providing me with feedback. I could bounce ideas off of him, and he was very instrumental in getting just the basic infrastructure in place, and then also helping me to utilize best practices so that we didn't go too far down the wrong path before realizing that we needed to course correct. So as far as the implementation services, yes, absolutely, it was a huge help, and I would recommend SP Tech Salesforce for implementation.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, your feedback, and we definitely look forward having a long-term working relationship with your company. Thank you.